Hello, hockey fans, and welcome to this week's installment of Inside the WCHA. I'm Ryan Phelps. As always, you can find us on our various social media sites, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, and our YouTube channel as well. And don't forget to log on to flowhockey.tv, where you can watch live coverage and sign up for monthly or season passes. Minnesota State extended their lead last week with a home sweep over Huntsville and had an 11-point lead over second-place Bowling Green. Lake Superior State jumped in front of Northern Michigan and Tech. Bemidji State had 34 before the weekend, followed by the Nanooks, Chargers, Bulldogs, and Seawolves. This past weekend, Lake State and Bowling Green were both idle, leaving just 4 conference matchups with 4 weeks to play. And we had a lot of bonus hockey. We start with Bemidji State at Ferris State, and a great game Friday night. A back-and-forth matchup that started with Tyler Kirkup's goal in the first. Ferris State would take the lead on back-to-back goals in the second by Hunter Wendt and Lucas Finner. The Beavers rallied in the third to retake the lead before the late-game heroics by Trevor Rechtenwald, who tied the game with just 10 seconds to play. But in the 3-on-3 overtime, Charlie Combs gets the extra conference point for BSU. It officially ends in a 3-3 tie. Things were much different on Saturday. Bemidji State scored the game's first 5 goals en route to a 6-1 win. Owen Sillinger opened the scoring, and senior defenseman Justin Bowdry led the attack with a pair of goals and 2 assists. Zach Driscoll stopped 24 shots for the Beavers for a weekend total of 56. A great series in Houghton with Minnesota State at Michigan Tech. Both potent offenses were stymied as netminders Dryden McKay from MSU and Matt Jarusik of Michigan Tech kept the game scoreless through 2 periods before Tech broke out on top on a power play goal from Brian Hallinan. Then Jake Jaremko tied it up with less than a minute in regulation. MSU would get the shootout win for the extra point in the 1-1 tie. And another great game on Saturday. Tech jumped out to a 2-0 lead on second period goals by Dylan Stamen and Justin Misiak, but again the Mavericks stormed back. Mark Michaelis scored 2 power play goals to tie it up and send it to overtime again. No shootout needed though on this night, as Connor Mackey scored the GW at 1:45 of the extra frame. 3-2 the final. Next up, Alabama-Huntsville hosting Northern Michigan and more overtime. The two skated to a 2-2 tie on Friday. UAH jumped out to a 2-0 lead on the Wildcats on a pair of second-period goals from Jack Jeffers and Brandon Salerno, but NMU bounced back on a PPG by Troy Loggins, then tied the contest with another power play goal by Ty Redmond. The homestanding Chargers picked up the extra point on a goal in the 3-on-3 period by Cam Knight, and were aided by 41 saves by Mark Sinclair in the 2-2 tie. It was a Saturday matinee for Game 2 and followed a very specific pattern. A Charger goal and then 2 by the Wildcats. Repeat that twice. Connor James scored 2 for UAH, and 6 different players lit the lamp for Northern Michigan, including Troy Loggins' 14th of the year. Ate Tolvanen made 24 saves for the Wildcats in the 6-3 win. We'll finish up in Alaska with Anchorage at Fairbanks for the 2019 Governor's Cup Challenge. The Seawolves have struggled this season and fell behind early on a goal by Colton Leader, but they came roaring back with 4 straight goals by Eric Sinclair, Aaron McFeeters, Jeremiah Lutke, and Drayson Piers. Christian Stead made 26 saves in the 4-1 win. On Saturday, Riker Lear snapped a 1-1 tie at 2:50 of the third period with his 5th goal of the season to lead Alaska to a 2-1 win over their downstate rival to salvage a split of their 2-game series in Fairbanks. The Nanooks jumped out to an early 1-0 lead on a goal by Kyle Marino. Carmine Buono tied the game early in the second before Lear scored the game winner. Gustav Skrigel stopped 15 of 16 shots for the Nanooks. Things are starting to fall into place at the top and bottom of the standings, but with just 3 weeks to go, spots 2 through 6 are completely up in the air. Minnesota State is rolling. They picked up 5 points this week and now have a comfortable 16-point lead over the idle Falcons. The Wildcats pulled even in second with 43 points, followed by Lake Superior State and Bemidji State. Tech falls down to 6th, 8 points ahead of Alaska. The Chargers hold that all-important 8th spot, followed by the Bulldogs and Seawolves. MSU and UAH are off this week, so the lineup looks like this. Michigan Tech is in Sault Ste. Marie, Alaska at Bowling Green, Northern Michigan is at Bemidji State, and Ferris State travels to Anchorage. We'll wrap things up with our weekly awards, and once again, represented by just 2 schools. Our forward of the week is Mark Michaelis from Minnesota State, who had 3 points on 2 goals and an assist with 6 shots on goal and a +1 rating in 2 games at Michigan Tech last weekend. The junior was named Winter Carnival MVP for his performance. Our defenseman of the week, Justin Bowdry from Bemidji State, who paced the BSU attack with a 5-point performance in the Beavers' weekend series at Ferris State. The senior posted a pair of goals and 3 assists, including a career-high 4 points on 2 goals and 2 assists in Saturday's 6-1 win. Our goaltender of the week for the 2nd straight week, MSU's Dryden McKay. The freshman stopped 57 of 60 shots in 2 games at Michigan Tech last weekend for a .95 save percentage and a 1.38 goals against average. And finally, our rookie of the week, Owen Sillinger from BSU, who led all rookies this weekend with 2 goals in the Beavers series at Ferris State. He matched a career high with 2 points on 2 goals to help Bemidji State to a 6-1 series-clinching win on Saturday. Remember to look us up on your favorite social media sites, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, and to log on to flowhockey.tv for live game coverage. There you can sign up for monthly or season passes. That's it for now. We'll be back with more next week. This has been Inside the WCHA. I'm Ryan Phelps.